had a good break, managed to get something to eat and drink, and I'm feeling a lot better than I was a little earlier, so let's get back into the game. So just to recap, I'm building up the production area over here, and I also want to start digging down to get in some of the metals so I can start forging them into what we need. But I'm also short on dirt as a resource to be able to build things, so I want to go in and get as much of that as possible. I hope everyone's enjoying the English Welsh, I think, bank holiday weekend. I don't know if it's in Scotland as well. Let me know how you've been doing, how you've been getting on. Feels a bit cold for a barbecue now, but I know it's tradition to have a barbecue on bank holiday, so I hope you've had a good one of those if you have. I'm also interested to hear if you've played this game before, if you've played a game like it. It's very similar to Craft the World and Oxygen Not Included. And although it looks a real cutesy kind of game, it's actually quite involved. There's a economy and religion system that aren't the easiest. They do throw a fair few curveballs in your plans sometimes. So feel free to share your thoughts, stories, comments, love to hear it all. So I've set my reticence to chop away at the tree to prepare that area, and I'm just going to dig down here, see what's down here. Also take this iron up so I can make sure it doesn't end up in the main storage. Mining, gathering and chopping trees does get faster as you still up, so it can feel quite slow at the start of the game, but things do speed up eventually. And I can now gather 6 items, which is so much easier when they all drop in 3s. Oops. I didn't do what I said I was going to and block the iron from this one. There we go. Oops. Wrong one. I can see a bat cave on my right and never remember what it's called, but the cave down here on the left allows me to mine some goodies later on. But I need to research the Royal Forge to take advantage of that without building up a small army. So I'm just going to go and set that research off now. That's in the Royal tab. And there it is. And I'm going to get a mushroom farm going because I've spotted some mushrooms not too far away. And like I said in an earlier stream, they're so good at getting themselves stuck. So it's not unusual for you to have to go and dig them out. That shouldn't happen again now, I don't think. So if you do set a load of orders for them to dig and build, it's always a good idea to go and check on them fairly often to make sure they've not got themselves stuck. Although eventually you do get an alert to tell you that one of your residents is annoyed with you, and it's usually because they've got stuck. I've got a bit more mud down there, which is great. Not seen any more gold yet. We did in the last session unload the leader's perk that if I did, there's a 5% chance of a piece of gold being found. So hopefully I can get a bit more gold that way. And at the moment I'm just future planning and setting my floors. So 3 tiles high. I want to dig in here so I can get another bed up. I also said I was going to move the training camp down so that the soldier covers a wider area. Nice piece of gold. Let's see what's happening up here now. Olivia's trying to figure out how to get to some water that she can't get to. We're at 281 food, which means we've got a decent supply building up for the winter. And in my true erratic, chaotic, ADHD game style, I'm trying to do multiple things at once. I would like to get a small store of copper ready to go for when the furnaces are in place. I'm also grabbing some of this chopped tree skin. So we've always got a constant supply of logs for the kiln and the sawmill. Eventually these trees will go. Excuse me. So I'm just going to put a bit of floor in place. Oh, I also researched a music stage, so I want to get that down as well. So many things to do. What did Naomi want? Some of our food is spoiled because it wasn't consumed in time. Should we throw it away? Throw half of it, or just eat it and everyone get unhappy? Sigh. So much for my healthy food store. It looks like there might be a jungle biome this way, so let's bring a ladder down that way. And I think we've got space to build a forge now too. Sorry, a furnace. There we go. So back down here, get a bit more copper. Iron, we need limestone to turn it into steel, so we can't do anything with that yet, but copper can be used fairly early on in the game, so I would like to just get enough to have a slow trickle of copper bars being produced. And we've got another invasion. Which floor is dealt with by themselves? Front floor. Yeah, Joel has a bed. No, Joel doesn't have a bed. Always about to see if you click the right thing, Miss Judah. I clicked the wrong thing on that grain quest because it looks like my happiness has dropped and my food doesn't seem to be. Did that fall? Did anyone notice the food change? So, hello to my new viewers. Feel free to lurk, but equally feel free to comment, say hello, give me your thoughts, ideas, suggestions. Love to hear it all. Thanks for being here. I'm currently working on my production zone and digging my way through the world to figure out what resources I've got, where things are, what I need to be doing in the future. I'm trying to take mined resources to storage before they disappear. So this furnace is ready now, so I'm going to the settings. This time I want to do it from here. Start to here. I want to have I'm not going to set mass production, which doubles everything just yet, because we don't have a lot of copper and kiln in the chest ready to go just yet. Then we come here and have conditions, so resource, oops, 1 copper, and we also want 1 charcoal, which I don't have yet. So I think it's time to put somebody in the kiln to get the charcoal going. And I think, who should we put in there? Yeah, River. River can go in there. Move her bed over. We are starting to get low on money. We're only at just under 22,000. When it gets to 20,000, I will stop getting more artisans, but for now let's see who's around. Yep, now that looks good. She's skillful and a royalist. And she brings some food. Always good. So we took River out of the laboratory, but I'm not too bothered about replacing her just yet. I've got Nella in here. Or, better idea, we will put Wendy in here because Wendy's got a decent efficiency, and we will put Nella up here to build up her production skill. Okay. Let's Wendy's a slow mover, so we'll put River into this one. Wendy here. Nella can have this bed. Okay. Let's do a bit more copper. So, even though all the logs are ready to be collected at the top, if they're just collecting resources, they will always gravitate to wherever you, the leader, are, which is really frustrating. Which is why you'll see me kind of bouncing between areas where there's dropped items ready to collect. Try and make sure that none disappear into the ether. Thought I was going to be stuck there for a minute. So now I've got some charcoal, Wendy can start making some copper bars. Let this grass and continue the ladder going down. So we've got a beehive here. If I cut away at this, the beehive will disappear. And I can see we've got the jungle zone just here as well, which is fantastic. It's a really great place, so close to the initial start area. See what else we can research. I'm going to go for mini storage and portal. I want to get this lift station because there's the jungle zone. That means there will be some jungle trees and we can use their logs to make rope. And see here, oh, Nadia is a criminal. So if we hover over her and press our left button down, we can pick her up and pop her into prison. And there she goes. Sorry Nadia, but you shouldn't be a bad girl. And this is an item that was ready to disappear if we hadn't collected it then. So we grab that and that's built up. We can finish mining this bit out as well. So that took 12 chops, for want of a better word, did that out. Hello to my new viewers, thanks for joining me. Feel free to lurk, but equally feel free to say hello. Hope you're having an excellent bank holiday weekend so far. Thanks for joining me as I play through Ratopia. Ratopia is a colony builder survival strategy game that looks deceptively cute, but it's actually quite tricky to balance all of the elements. I can see some mushrooms there, so I want to bring the ladder down so I can gather those. And then I can get the mushroom farm built. This will give me another resource point as well. And on here, I don't want them to buy the mushrooms to eat just yet. So I'm going into the release settings so they can only be taken out to build what I want to be built, which at the moment is the mushroom farm. Which can go go there. So we'll help our items out by taking some dirt up to the mushroom farm. Oh, beat me to it. There we go. We can also chop this tree to get some crystals. Oops. I don't know why I thought I could chop the tree with a sword. And I don't want the crystal going into the main storage, so I'm going to pop it up to my resource production area. And block this one. And we don't want... Why didn't I block copper? Oh well. And charcoal. What am I doing? So mushroom settings, I want to get from here, sell to here, and I do want to mass produce. And we're just going with the default setting here, which uses the logs. So resource check, and again, I want 50, so I want to make sure there's always enough logs left for sticks and lumber. You have options to use bones, but bones aren't the easiest to get, so I'm not going to bother with that just yet. In fact, I'd argue that it's much better use of the bones than turning them into mushrooms. Also, aren't mushrooms meant to be vegan, so if they're made of bones they're no longer vegan? Hmm? And now we've got autumn. So no more monsoons. Let's see who wants to join. We have Martin, who's another warrior. So I'm going to put Martin in here now. Get Martin trained up. And for now, Flora can make our mushrooms. So I'm just digging across, taking resources back. The range of the circus is roughly 7 floors above and below it. So I want to go down about 7 floors to the edge of that red circle. Here. See, that's just below this little tree thing, which is actually a dungeon. So I've got a little bit further to go yet. I also want to make sure that they're not abandoning the resources here, which of course they are. Grab those. I think we may need to grab that water and build the ceiling there a little bit higher. But I will just give them a hand to build this and get the resources put away. Don't think we need another migrant just yet, so we'll check that a bit later. And I think this water's too far for our water gatherer Olivia to get, and we'll check that. I think I'm going to have to scoop that up myself. Yep. I just want to tidy away these resources before I get that. And also build another furnace for the gold. Is Penny injured again? She's right by her bed too. I think I'm also going to research the tax office. As I start digging down, I'm going to pass these rations less and less, which means I'm not going to be able to pick up the gold. Sorry, the taxes as often. So I'd quite like a tax collector to do that for me. And I think we'll have the register up here. And the tax office here. Bit more wood there that wants to disappear. I think what I may do, when it gets to winter and the plants stop growing, move my gatherer into the tax office then. Well, let's scoop up as many of these resources. Oop, they're going invisible. Oh, that's loosened. So that's how you know that resource is about to disappear if you don't collect it quickly. Let's get these gathered up and then I will scoop out the water. But my floors must be sleeping somewhere now. If I've only got 3 of something, I can carry 6, so I'll mine out another square just to be efficient. Walking past them. Go past Gregory, he must be due to pay taxes soon. Thank you. Let's get another furnace built. Or even 2. Ooh, locusts. Ooh, what's that mean? I've had that before. Are they going to try and kill all my crops? You done there? There's one. Oh. That's new since the official release. No. They've been anywhere else. So now I want to build up this ceiling so I have enough space to get my mint in here. Also, as we level up prosperity and we get stronger enemies, they can, some of them are able to break through natural blocks. So I just want to try and prevent that. lumber out of there. So we've got over 100 lumber planks now, so I'm going to change this setting. So get some more sticks. 50 is enough for now. And I want the mint here. Royal mint. So I suppose I should make sure there's no natural bricks up here, natural tiles. The plague rats can get through. I don't know why Penny keeps coming to the toilet all the way up here. You can tell it's a bank holiday because the temperature's literally just dropped. It's been really warm all day and now it's gone quite grey and I am feeling quite chilly. So I may have to take a break in a few minutes to grab a jumper and a warm drink. hi to anyone that's joined in. See, we've got a few more viewers. Thanks for joining me. I'm just playing through Ratopia. Feel free to lurk, but also if you'd like to talk to me, feel free to chat. Love to hear how your day's been so far. Have you played this game before? What do you think about it so far? Right. So now that area has building and the resources collected, I'm going to get my artisans to come here now. And I'm going to continue coming down here. Oh, there's another locust. They're everywhere. Another one. Don't want to did that one. I'll attack that one because I don't want to attack the rabbit hole. Any up here? This grass. Oops. So beeswax is an item also used in production, so I don't put it in this main storage, which I prefer to use for food and buildable materials. I will put it in this one over here. And I'm going to research the lift station now. And get these bees. Come on, drop down. Yep. I only need a total of 8 bees. Apiary takes 4 bees, and I'd like 2. 1 to make beeswax and 1 to make honey. Looks like we've got another crystal tree down here. I think I may take someone to have a task letter now. So, anarchists are bad. They just get angry and upset all the time and start riots, as anarchists do. Slow peanut. I'm not passing by the artisans often enough to collect taxes, so let's see who is going to be efficient here. Whoever's busy. Nella can come here. And peanuts can go into the sawmill. I find the sawmill's a great way to level up. Nella wasn't in there for too long and she's already at 120%. Oops. Needs to give Peanut a bed. I think I want to move across into this jungle area now, so let's do that. There's another fish nest over here. I got some more gold. Leave that for now. I like this leader perk of getting gold. Very useful. This is a joy flower. Sometimes they attack you after you gather. This one's not. This one's not. Joy flowers can be ground up using a grinder into joy powder, and for that reason I put them into the production resource chest over here. And blocked them from this one. Oops, I can't get there now. I'm hoping Olivia can manage to get to this water. And we have another criminal. Who's naughty this time? Oops. Is that Penny? You come here. So I can see a jungle tree there. Want a bunk bed here, and replace the weaver and mill we demolished earlier, and have a wood workshop and another bed. No, can't build another bed, there's still water in the way. And Octavia can get that, so that's great. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, grab a jumper because it stopped really very cold in here quite quickly, and I will see you shortly. waiting. I hope you also took the time to grab yourself a beverage of choice. I'm terrible at staying hydrated, so here's my reminder to you to hydrate. Look a bit warmer and got a blanket, so hopefully I shouldn't need to interrupt the stream again for a while. Of course, in those few minutes, my ADHD brain's completely forgotten what I was doing, so. I want to research a D-web now because I think we're going to come across frogs and snails in the jungle area biome very soon. Ah, jungle zone! In the jungle zone! This is the Forgotten Ruins, which is like a dungeon, I suppose. But I'm not ready to delve into there just yet. So we'll ignore that for now. Don't have any gardens yet, so I don't want to dig that up just yet. I'm hoping when we get to prosperity level 3, the next level, that civiculture will come up as a milestone reward. And then that will fast track our way to researching gardens. I think Bernard went to gather some joy flower or something there and forgot what he was doing halfway through. Seemed to go there and then walk away with nothing. Madness. Madness, I tell thee. Uh-oh, invasion time. And they're digging tunnels, which means we've got another gravestone nearby. There we go. Who's got a question for me? Daisy. Apparently we're storing too much food. This is the second time now. We do actually have a lot of food. Alright. And Ratopia has cleared that water for us. So we can continue mining across here. going to mine up this slime, get some research points for that. Oh, I've done a trophy. Slime is used for berry farms, which is another source of food, but as we keep getting told that we've got too much food, I don't think I will bother researching that just yet. You can turn the berries into wine as well when you've got the brewery. That's a little way ahead yet, so I'm starting to continue digging down and across. Chop at this tree, get some crystals. So now I've got a tax collector, I'm not going to be getting so many taxes as I walked past the artisans. That's fine. As long as my tax collector is taking taxes, that's fine. A bit of gold there. I think when it's winter, we're gonna get our gatherer into the furnace possibly. We can start turning those gold into gold bars. Start building supply up to turn into coins. I also want a bed here. Can put that into the bed, can't I? So there's enough up there for the 3 Laura's spaghetti Laura, so I will come back down here. You've got to really carefully manage telling them what to do, making sure that your dropped items don't disappear. You don't run out of anything. While I'm here, I'm going to set the settings so everything will come from there and go to there. I want more than 100 grass and 2 jungle logs when I get them, and I want 50 fabric. And this one I want to get them all because it's metal and lumber, but sell to this one. And I want minimum of 10 sticks and minimum of 20 copper. We can get someone in there pretty soon actually. But I don't think I want to just yet. So that's going to tip us into prosperity level 3, which will get us a perk, but it will also give our invading rats more powers. They'll be stronger, which we don't want just yet. I see we've got a few viewers. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying things so far. If you missed me saying this before, feel free to ask questions, give me your feedback. Anything you'd like to talk about, really. I'd love to hear from you. Get that copper put away. I am starting to go below 20,000 savings quite a lot now. So I don't really want to get any more artisans just yet. And as these floras are starting to take stuff, I am going to get them to do this bit out, I think. Not the tree. There we go. I think what I may do is research tables, which gives them some happiness when they eat. And they'll fit in nicely between these trees and help boost our happiness a little bit. It's going to be winter soon. Every season is 12 game days. They've managed to trap themselves down there, but I have faith that they will dig themselves out fast enough. Just grab that log before it disappears. So we want a table here. Then this is a ranged building, so set your range before you put it down. Hello, hello new viewers. Welcome, thanks for joining me. Feel free to lurk or feel free to say hi. I don't bite unless you ask me to. I should carry and mine at the same time then. That's not going to work, is it? may put my Royal Forge here if there's room. No room? No. I mean, it fits, but there wouldn't be room for the lift shaft, which is going to come fairly shortly. She says. ADHD language translates in several hours. Thank you for following, Crossry. I hope you're having an amazing day. Really appreciate the follow. I hope I've said your name right. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. And if you're on Twitch, please go and find me on YouTube if you use that channel. Let's get another table here. Hope everyone's having a most excellent bank holiday weekend so far if you're in the UK. And if you're not, I hope you're having an excellent weekend anyway. There's a snail's nest. I'll show you how a water trap works soon. Let's come down to here. Nope, that's not the right place. Okay. Let's get this slate. Before I build the water trap to get the snails, I'm going to quickly scoop up this iron and copper before it disappears. I don't know where my floor has disappeared. I dug it all out, but there we go. Penny's just enjoyed her supper. No breakfast, sorry. Wheat grain for breakfast. Yum yum. Wheat bits. What's your favourite breakfast cereal? I'm actually one of those really annoying people that skips breakfast. I just hate eating early in the day, but I used to like Cocoa Pops, Cheerios, Icicles. You don't see them anymore, do you? I remember when I was a child, which was many moons ago, the original Lucky Charms in the UK with all the marshmallows. Or was that Icicles? I thought I've made memory it was Ratopia, but I'm sure it's Lucky Charms. Hey, I just wanted you to know if you were new followers, I'm not able to chat in the Twitch chat until 1 month after following. I was not aware of that. Sorry about that. I think I've set the settings incorrectly there. Thanks for letting me know. Bear with me one moment and I will try and toggle that so you can actually talk to me. So I'm not just talking into the void. Give me a minute. Alright, I think I have fixed that now. Thank you for letting me know about that. You can try type in a message. See if I've got that right now. And also, thank you so much for saying that I've got a soothing voice. That's a really nice compliment. I actually think I sound like a child, so really appreciate that. Yeah, I've got it working now. Sorry it took me a little while to sort that out. I I just started streaming a week ago actually, so if you hadn't already figured it out, I am still finding my way around everything. I do have a mod. They're not with us at the moment though. This is the Forgotten Mine, and we can go in there shortly and defeat the dungeon monster even in there, and use it to, well, turn it into an actual working mine. Well, Digger's floors are collecting what I did up now, so I'm going to set them some more orders. And come back across here. Before these disappear. I hope you've been having a good weekend so far, Crossry. Thanks for your offer. I will get back to you about that once I finish streaming, if that's okay. Oh, I hate moving. And moving cities as well. That sounds like a nightmare. Last time I moved it was across the same city. It was just before Christmas as well. About 5 years ago, but oh, it was absolutely horrendous. Did not want to move anytime soon. So I think here I'm going to have my music stage. Try and raise the happiness a bit more. So do you like these kind of games? Any others that you would like to see me play? I just play Traveller's Rest as well. I'm alternating between Ratopia and Traveller's Rest at the moment. Rest even, I can't say my R's. I'm always having to keep an eye when I've left resources so they don't disappear. Which is a nightmare when you've got ADHD and get easily distracted all the time. Yeah, I've heard really good things about the Obscure Expedition. I do like single player games and RPGs. I'm not sure if my PC can handle it. It's not. It was a top of the range PC about 5 years ago. I think I do need to upgrade a few things now. I'm not sure what the system requirements are for that game. I will look into it though. Another game I've seen a lot recently is Blueprints. That looks really good. Although I really suck at solving the puzzles, the parlor games and stuff, so I mean that might be pretty boring, me streaming that and just being stuck all the time. Okay, on Game Pass, I'll have a look at that then. And we've hit prosperity level 3. So the monument base, we need to build a monument to finish the game, but I don't want to build that just yet. That'll be prosperity level 7. So another leader point and higher skilled artisans. So trading post I'm tempted by. We can start selling the things that we're making and buy the things that we need. Exploration offers we don't need just yet. Mining, gathering, useful, but I don't think we need them. I'm really hoping for civiculture. Mini storage is useful because it gives us more storage slots. Spell dust, we're not into religion just yet. Maintenance office, useful but not essential just yet. Cemetery, don't need. There we go, civiculture post. So that gives the gatherers faster speed and also gives you 1 extra plant gathered. Also helps fast track our way to gardens, which I'd like to build quite soon. Blue Pass is also on Game Pass, okay. Definitely need to check that out then. And we have our music stage built. They feel quite earning enough. We've not got our Royal Mint going yet to keep the economy up. So I don't know what to do. First thing I need to do, get the music stage working, is to make it accessible to everyone. Because it is a middle class and upper class structure at the moment, so come into here and make it accessible to everybody, because music should be accessible to everybody. I think I do need the happiness, so I'm going to see who I've got. I don't need another flora. Clumsy spine, and I get happiness for being in the one job. I have one stage. It'll do. Leonard Cohen in the music stage. There we go. Thanks, Crossray. Really nice talking to you, and thanks for helping me sort out the chat settings. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And there's one music stage in action. Arrest Henry, he's been a criminal. Wow, I'm using my mic because I need to sneeze, but now I can't sneeze. I don't think we really need this fish nest, but yeah, we've got 629 food, and we've already got one fishery at the top, which is closer to the storage. But it is useful to have food further down. I might keep it. So the mine's out of action now just because we're replacing the natural floor that was underneath it with an actual floor. I mean, it's day 37 and we're in winter, so the plants stop growing. I think we'll do some jiggling around. Invasion time. I don't know, have we got to do this time? Yep. Okay, so we've got one of the spitting toad things now. Because we're at prosperity level 3, so we're getting more monsters. And there's some down here as well. Where's my guard gone? You asleep or something? Repair the music stage and go back and repair the bed. And I think my princess needs to have a sleep now. Get some HP back. Yeah, where are you, Martin? Leave me to fight them by myself? Good. Excuse me. Oh, so it's me. One needs to hair it off and fit, do they? So hello to my new viewers that have just joined. Thank you so much for joining my stream. Currently playing Ratopia. Feel free to lurk and watch, or you can chat if you would like to. I'm chill either way. Take this spell seed to the chest at the research point. And then we can get some small gardens researched. I'd like to do. Oh, it's Olivia. I've been saying Octavia is the water gatherer. It's not, it's Olivia. Sorry, Olivia. I must really dislike the name Octavia or something. I mean, they're both beginning with O, to be fair. Let's get some digging happening this way. I keep saying digging, it's actually mining, but you know, same thing really, isn't it? And we're gonna get a bed next to the forgotten mine. And we'll get the Royal Forge going as well, I think. Yeah. ADHD brain strikes again. I was going to tell you how to build a water trap to these snails, wasn't I? The problem with snails is that they leave this horrible green slime and it slows you down as you try and walk across it. It's really irritating. Not a fun. I'll just take these resources and put them to good use. And then we'll dig down to where we need to be. And then we found another grave. But we're not due an invasion just yet, so I think I have time to deal with it. Let's put those into future plan for the lift shaft. I'm taking that glass away. So it might seem a bit cheaty just to block them off, but I prefer to build up my base first before dealing with them. I don't think you should make a game any harder than it needs to be until you're ready for it. Unless you really enjoy playing hard games. So this is how the slime works, it just slows you right down. You can use your sword to get rid of it. I'm going to take this slate away. Now the Royal Forge has been built, I think I will play the mini game and get the bow and arrow, and then I can unlock the Forgotten Mine. Show you how that works. There's not very much dirt in this generated world. Oh, let's go past a load I've not dug up yet. Correction. Miss Tudor is terrible at digging up the resources that she actually needs to build things with. Alright. Royal Forge are mini games to build the items that you want. So, you can build weapons, you can build or create armor, and also items. At the moment I want a wood bow, but I don't have any rope. So let's find our gatherer, put him into the weaving mill. Is it Bernard? Yeah. Bernard can go there. Daisy's been a criminal now. His little grey heart, it fills up with black, and the more black it is, the more likely they are to attack your city. They set fire to things. Which we don't want, really. So, let me finish digging this to get the jungle log. And then I can actually get some rope. If a Ratison is sleeping and an actual block and you don't want them to sleep, you can just cut the blocks away from them. Bit mean. I wouldn't like that, but you know, needs must. So let's make this water trap. So, actually we'll need to put that ready to trace in the way. Take the logs up so we can make the rope, and then I will build the water trap. Just checking I've got the right settings now. Right, so water traps use the D-webs, and we want to put that down. There's another grave there. Ah, so many enemy graves. And you've just blocked yourself. Oh, okay, you haven't blocked yourself in. Jolly good. And we put our D-web here. And during each day, or straight after midnight, some water will drop down. And over a few days it will fill up. And then when the snail's nest is full of water, it doesn't disable it, it just means that any snails that come out of it will drown. Which sounds horrendous. It is, but it's a much quicker way of getting creatures than having a hunter go after them all the time. The only creatures I think that don't work with a D-web are the rabbits, because dirt just absorbs water, and the bats. I only love there's a fire creature a bit later on, and it even works with them. It's literally just bats and rabbits that I've so far not been able to get it to work for. Let's get our large garden. There we go. And there were some berries down here as well, but I've blocked my way off now, so... That was clever, Miss Judah. I can't get it. So I was able to gather it from diagonally from one side, but the berries are falling on the other side, so I can't get them. Actually, I want to make a D-web here as well, so I want the water trap. Let's just put away at that. Take the berries and the berry seeds to the storage. I think I'm actually going to hand around to midnight so you see how the D-web works. These are vine ladders. They have jungle logs, or they're made of jungle logs, I should say. So when it gets to midnight, or 0000 hours, some water will fall. Like so. And we let that happen for a few days. And then we shut off the hole at the top, and it's a working trap to get the snails without having to hunt them. Grinder sorted. I love abandoning resources. I got rope now, Henry. Is that where you come to get the logs? No. That's Bernard that's in the... Sorry, Henry. Blaming you for something that's not your fault. Red grass hiding there I didn't spot before. So I'm prioritising collecting metal, then grass, then dirt. I should really get that berry seed, get the point for that. And research slate blocks, because we can make floor tiles from slate. And they only require 1 piece of slate rather than 2. Which the dirt blocks need 2 for. And that is right there. Give that time to finish researching. You can replace blocks of another block type without it destroying surrounding structures, so I'm just going to do that here. Whenever you destroy or replace a structure, you get the original materials back, so you don't lose anything. Some of the decorative blocks, you can change the pattern on them. Like the sandstone blocks, there's 3 different patterns you can choose from, a bit like wallpaper. But you can't with the slate blocks, fortunately. It's a bit more water going in. I think another day, maybe 2, that'll be full enough then. It won't release any more snails until I've killed the snails that are outside of the trap. There can only be 2 creatures for each nest that's in the game. But there's no point doing that until the trap's full of the water, so we'll do that shortly. I was going to get rid of that bit of slime, but Henry's just walked right the way through it, so I can't. Study Henry. I just want to build across here so I can get foundations in place to create a second D-web, so I can demolish one and create a second at the same time, save a bit of time. course, building the water traps means that you don't always have a nice 16 block across, which can be a little bit annoying, but it's worth it just to get the creatures so easily because you can use them in some structures or just sell them to get some money if you're running low. And I would quite like to get the market trader fairly soon. Start getting some money back for... Why did I do something silly like that? I'm not spotted any gold that's close. I'm not digging up a lot when I'm digging tiles. I need to find another way to make money. Keep walking through the slime and slowing down. I need these water traps working. I'm going to grab this mud and then I'm going to build some gardens to show what that looks like, and so we can get them up and running before spring. If we've got any kind of slate. Alright. So I like to have a slate here because it's quicker to move across. Just doing it one tile at a time because they can only jump across one tile and it's just easier, really. And if you drop slates, so if you take 6 and you drop 5 to build one tile, they have a habit of picking what you drop. So let's have 3 there and a small plant here. that's them built. So I'm going to set this to be jungle tree and this to be some wheat. It's not the trickiest thing to do, but it is worthwhile. I think I can take multiples now. See how much mud we've got. So and there, and there and there. We got a bit more gold doing that as well. That one can be a regular broadleaf tree. This one can be another jungle tree. This can be some more wheat. And this can be another broadleaf tree. Fine, idea. So I'll do the same across here, but I don't have enough mud. What I can do is get a slate down and ready. Let them do that. I will go and search for Dr. Resources, see if we've got enough rope to make that bow and arrow yet. Yeah, okay, so this is a mini dame, and it's a rhythm dame. And you have to hit the anvil in as the E's come past, so. There we go. That's an easy one. The better the items, the harder it is. And then we equip it. And then I'm ready to go into the Forgotten Mine. I'm going to enter alone. You can enter with a squad, but you can do this on your own. We'll let that load up. arrow to move the lever to open the door. So the first thing you want to do is drop these kind of slime icicles down onto him. Just fire at them. And that stops him moving and also displays his health bar. And then we just keep firing at him. When those icicles grow back, we'll put them down again. It is faster to do this if you have soldiers with you, but I just prefer to do it on my own. It means you can get this mine up and running quite easily without anybody else. It also means if you're playing a peaceful game, excuse me, if you don't have any soldiers, you can still come and do this. Get these down again. Once the health bar's just the other side of the ladder, he will start to emit a kind of poison that can harm you. So we'll jump out of the way when he does that. If we didn't have him immobilized due to the icicles, he would be able to regenerate 50 every couple of seconds, 50 health. And we don't want him to do that. I say him. It. They. She. Those icicles are done. So I'm just literally left clicking my mouse to fire. It's probably easy to do this if you're using a controller. There's the poison vapour. We'll wait till that's mostly gone. Come back. Those icicles done. We're nearly there, guys. It's not fast, but it is effective. And it gets you the Noxin mine up and running fairly early in the game. Obviously, the further in the game, the stronger you are, the quicker it is to do this. We're nearly there. It should be the last part of the match, guys. And we got him. And we can choose a prize. So, not slim mine. Go ahead and do it, so you only get 10. It's really not worth it. Heroes pickaxe. Again, not really worth it. We want a not slim mine. That gives us some resource material we can use to make regenerative potions, which the artisans want, so. Now it's a working mine instead of a forgotten mine. Oh, and we want to re-equip our Gladius, because that's the easiest weapon to fight with at this point in the game for everything else. And job done. Right, let's get rid of some of these snails and see. I think this trap might be functional now. Should have kept the bow and arrow, shouldn't I? Quickly check this storage, there's not stuff in there that shouldn't be in there. So we didn't want slime in there. I don't want berries, I want bees. Jungle logs, mushrooms, slime, slate, snails. I'm not bothered so much about the seeds. You see that little graves bouncing around now? That means an invasion is imminent. I might have to build a ladder to get these ones because they're refusing to drop down, aren't they? Look at the bow and arrow. I could go and get it back, but they're not usually this difficult to get. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, invasion time, I'll come back to that in a minute. So they can't get out of there. So they go into tunnel? Yep. Oops. Hopefully Martin's going to join us in the fight this time. While we're here, I can grab some snow and get another resource point. Snow does melt, so instead we'll have some more water. That's the invasion dealt with. For now. Yep, so we've got some snails in the water trap now, so that is indeed working, so we can stop any more water coming through by removing a tile. Putting that here. As you see, that snail that's just appeared, it's got the health meter going down. We'll build another D-web here. So I want to come back down here and get the other jungle tree. If I can get to it. And I can see some sandstone here. Get these. Yep, no. The only thing to watch out for with these water traps is that they're nowhere near the water gatherer. It's the amount of times I've put traps down and the water gatherers just come and stoop to pour the water before the trap started working properly. And I'm wondering if that fishery little lake area is just out of range as well. This one. So where that red line is the range circle, so they are nicely out of range, but Olivia should be fetching water from that lake. Oh, she is, okay. What I should have done then is check the range of the circle to see if we're far enough down now. So go to range, and yeah, so the floor the traps are on are, that's our bottom of the range, so it's a good landmark, and I'm just going to recover some HP. Oh, we had some leader points, didn't we? Forgot about that. We can enables you to apply a taught effect to plants without it using X cultivate. Enables you to treat rattlers with disease. Enables you to collect money from deceased rattlers. If you arrest a criminal yourself, their criminal status is cleared on the spot. Increases movement speed by 20% while carrying items. Okay, let's try that one. Yep, she's definitely faster. I'll get rid of these now. Got plenty of food. Don't tell me I've got too much again soon. I need to get rid of some, isn't it? Happiness really struggling to stay above 50. I'm gonna grab this slime because slime is not a renewable resource. Get some here, make it 6 to carry. So in about 10 minutes time I'm going to take another break, a drink, try and clear my throat a little bit, so feel free to stick around or go and grab yourself a drink, something to eat. If you've got other places to be, things to do, thanks for joining me. Feel free to go and do whatever you need to. I think I might get Bernard working and making the golden sword bars now, actually. They're nearly finished. Don't need any more fabric for a bit. Let's get some gold. So I'll shred it from that one, sell to that one, and change it to gold. And Bernard can come and sleep here. Take a sneaky peek at what's around here. You can see how nicely our water trap's working there now. And let's get some stronger fighters. Let's build a barracks. So another couple of game days and it will be spring, so I think that will probably be a good time to take a break. Let's have the bank down here. Haven't looked at our city entrance for a while to see who's available. Lucy's quite good. I think I want to research the black market next. We're getting quite a few sharp teeth from killing laid rats, and I think there's snails and rabbits out of that straw as well. They should be going up nicely. Okay, so enough water's been taken out of the fishery now that it's not working, so we can just destroy that. Get some more mud, because I would like to get my crystal tree planted. I'm going to chop that down and get that planted over here. I'll get a research point for that, and then, excuse me, research the black market, arrest the criminal Nadia. Help that by speeding up a bit. I think we have enough stone bricks built now, so I think I'm going to move whoever's working in there out of there. It is Jack. Because we've got 183, so we definitely need any of those for quite a while. Jack can come and work in the wood workshop. Let's build the black market. Got it there for now. Now the barracks being built. I want to move Martin from the training camp into the barrack. So we can have spear rats, which have maximum have 60, reduce the speed of the enemy and armor +2. Or this mace rat, which has an attack power of 5 and armor +2. Or the shield rat, which has armor +2 and gives a squad synergy, which maximizes half the squad, but we don't have a squad yet, so yeah, let's leave it at shield rat. And Molly Naomi's got the highest attack power. Got Martin in there. I need some more beds building as well. Who's over military rat? Laura. And Lucy can work in here. Though, we don't actually need... Let's deactivate this for a second. We don't actually need any more, do we? So... Lucy can come in here. We need to give her a bed though, don't we? That's sort of like Nella's got a pet rabbit and then Penny's gonna come along and hunt it. That's cool. Let's see what we can buy. Food we don't need, food we don't need, rubber we don't need, lime powder we need. We've got 384, okay. I want medipacks, okay. And let's just let the Medipacks then. Then we can get some medical beds that help restore the HP of our artisans a bit faster. Grab some more mud to make some more gardens. I think this water trap might be full now actually. No, I will. But I will. Oh, there's slime everywhere. Now it's full. And we have 2 water traps. No more snails depositing slime everywhere to slow me down. I want to research logging and the pharmacy. Let's dig up. Collect some snails. It's too far down. Getting distracted of my ADHD brain. There we go. So much easier than having to hunt for them. Nadia's being a criminal again. I haven't really given him any necessities yet, but I'm trying not to expand too quickly. Get these bees. The gold over there? Well, it looks like there might be gold over there. I think next session that we play, I think we should be venturing over in that direction. Okay, so I want logger to be on this floor really. But I want to move that joy flower. going to get a toilet here though. We're getting close to 20 artisans. Grab that mud. Oops, wrong one. And there we are, it's springtime. I'm just going to lay a blueprint for a bed here. And then next session I'm going to get the logging camp up and running to chop down the trees that we need. Keep a steady supply of jungle logs and broadleaf logs. And then we're going to get the mint up and running and get some more specialised soldiers so we can destroy these plague rats. Let's see who I can raid to finish today's session off. Okay, so we've got another Ratopia player in English, so let's boom over to Reynolds Hughes. And for those of us on YouTube, thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me.